So many of those players, seniors, who saw their final season of college lacrosse abruptly end. But this week, hope they could play again. The NCAA's Division I Council announcing all spring sport athletes would be granted an extra year of eligibility. Scholarships do not have to be guaranteed by the school for that extra year, but it does give student athletes the option to come back. It also gives extra years of eligibility to every player, meaning freshmen, sophomores, and juniors, which means the impacts will be felt for years to come. In the case of any seniors that come back, it's up to the individual schools if they want to give the same financial aid for next year. However, that scholarship money does not count against the sport limit, which for men's lacrosse, for example, means teams will be allowed to have over the 12.6 allotted scholarships here for this 2021 season. Here's analyst Jamie Monroe's take.
Well, it's going to be difficult, but it's not unlike the way it's always been. Not every Division I school, even if they have scholarships, doesn't mean that they are fully funded. I mean, there are some really notable schools that only in the last 10 years became a fully funded, meaning 12.6 scholarships. And the same is true for coach salaries, and the same is true for facilities, travel. Every school, every institution is going to deal with this how they want, and some are going to put more resources into lacrosse than others. And others may say, hey, you can fundraise that money. Others might say, sorry, you can't fundraise that money. So it's always across the board. It's never an even playing field, actually.
Well, some of those players and schools have started to figure out what they're going to do. Here are some of the notable names who have announced they are coming back in 2021. Ohio State getting a couple of key guys to return, Ryan Tarafenko and Trey LeClaire. Georgetown's Jake Caraway, an All-American. He will also be back, as will Stony Brook stars on the women's side, Allie Kennedy and Taryn Olmiller. Staying on the island, the other name you saw on that list, Hofstra's Ryan Tierney, the coach's son, off to a terrific start to his senior year, averaging 3 goals and 5 points per game. He announced on Thursday he will also be back. They joined FTF's The Show Hit the Athlete to discuss.
The opportunity to finish what we started with me and my dad and the kids I started college with. You know, I'd like to finish it up with them. A bunch of them got 5th years of eligibility as well, and I'd like to graduate with the guys I started with.
And that full conversation with Ryan from one of our newest programs, The Show Hit the Athlete, airs Thursdays, 7 o'clock Eastern on FTF. You can also watch replays and watch the show on demand after the premiere airing.